Humidity control. Just as humidity control is essential for maintaining comfort in air conditioning systems, managing our emotional moisture is equally important. So, today I'm going to talk about humidity control, managing emotional moisture. A very unique thought about normal life blending with our emotions. And it is very crucial for inner peace and well being. Humidity is nothing, humidity level is just one of the emotions. If the humidity is high, we feel restless. There is a fluctuation on an external and internal environment, and because that impacts our mental and physical state. I hope we all have observed this, but we may have not connected this thought that how the humidity levels can control our moods and emotions and physical state. And when we cultivate this awareness and our skills needed to manage the emotional climate, we understand the value of grace and balance. Observing observing emotions is very important, but observing emotions with detachment is very important. The concept of detachment often teaches us to observe our emotions without attachment or aversion. Much like spiritual conditioning, which I've spoken in my last episode, that adjusts the humidity level without clinging to any particular outcome. My emotional quotient was very weak, though my detachment was very high. It was one of a very deadly combination which helped me to even live alone. Being a loner, I am still complete. My solitude is my best friend. My nature is my best friend. It completes me, it brings me to a different level of understanding me, my strengths, my skills. And that has helped me to pave through multiple obstacles in life from the childhood. The kind of incidents and episodes I have overcome. Problems are meant to happen in life, and that's how it builds up, giving lessons. And how you cross it with grit, grace, wisdom, and overcome that, and yet you are yourself. That is the biggest achievement of conditioning yourself and balancing your emotions with detachment. I'm happy that detachment has helped me a lot by developing a space of non reactiveness and an inner space of awareness of our inner landscape. We create a space of emotions to arise and dissolve naturally without being overwhelmed or consumed by them. And this interplay is a discipline which helps your neurotransmitters passing on the message in the nanoseconds. And then you cultivate emotional resilience and flexibility, both navigating life's ups and downs with equanimity and ease. And when you are best at this, it happens automatically. It's just like a reflex action. In my life, I'm at a state where I'm so well aware of myself that my every cell, my soul, my DNA feels soothed about what's meant for me and what's not meant for me. And which gives me inner satisfaction and happiness is because of this equanimity and the ease which I have developed over long period of time and seeing the life very closely. While you detach yourself and keep your emotions high, remember being a keen observer is very important. Emotional dehumidification is key in purifying your inner landscape. Just as we dehumidifiers extract aerosolized moisture from the air to maintain optimal condition, our spiritual practices serves as tools for emotional purification and balance. For me, spiritual practices are talking to the plants, watering the plants, sitting idle doing nothing, closing eyes and feeling at the best, visualizing the universe around, visualizing that there are all positive around, and balancing my breath. That's all. Through practices such like this and also journaling, I have released the stagnant emotions and cleared the energetic blockages, restoring flow and vitality to our emotional landscape. Now, as I have attuned myself to the subtle rhythm of the inner world, I have seen there is lot of calmness in the outer world. And that's the way we create a climate of emotional harmony and well being where peace and joy flourishes unbaited. And when we start understanding this balance of the inner and the outer world, that is the time where we understand that how we can balance the emotional humidity. So let's balance our emotional humidity by understanding ourselves better rather than forcing ourselves to understand the outer world. What is your strength? Polish that, be with that, and work with that. What the outer world demands is not your prerogative. Your prerogative is what you demand from yourself, what you like about yourself, what best you can give to the world. So let's balance our emotional humidity and understand the regular phenomenon of life, how it coordinates with our inner well being. See you in the next episode. Good day.